Hey guys, it's me, December, it's Malcolm, it's the Study YouTube. And I'm back again for another DVD overview. Yes, I admit I left the wrestling to last because I wanted to be lazy. The Blu-rays are easy for me compared to wrestling. So I can talk about them in depth. As wrestling I can, but if I do, then I got to go about the whole match, technicalism, I can't say it right now, too tired. Anyway, this overview is about Evolve, the wrestling company. Basically, they're in. I always have to play my nose. I don't know why. I think I've got allergies because I never used to do that to my nose at all before I moved to America. But anyway, Evolve is basically a company which wanted to be pure independent wrestling, and the name was made up by Bryan Danielson. He thought up the name. He was meant to be in it, but he got a contract with WWE and so forth, and went on his way. But he got to be in a couple of matches when they let him go. So I have to admit, I like there was a whole system of like wins and losses, but that's thrown out the window now. But back then that was awesome. Now for some reason I can't find Evolve 1 anywhere. It just seems impossible for me to pick it up anywhere. I want to get it, but it's the only one I'm missing. I have all the releases up to date. So let's get started. I'll tell you what I thought were the best matches and what wrestlers I found but I started enjoying thanks to watching Evolve. So the first one is Evolve 2. Chris Hero is in the main event against Ikuto Hidaka. And to be honest with you, this was the first time I ever saw the Colony from Chikara. And had a wicked and fight, man. I always liked Jimmy Jacobs from Ring of Honor. Always thought he was awesome. And then I found Johnny Gargano. I can't believe I never knew Johnny Gargano before. Such an amazing athlete. He was the Dragon Gate USA champion. And to be honest with you, it's just awesome. I love the guy. I love his theme song and everything. Same with Ricochet and Chuck Taylor. Before I watched this, I didn't have a clue who they were. I absolutely love them guys. And I think they're awesome athletes. Caleb Connolly, I'm alright with. I don't really like him that much. Brody Lee is one of the Wyatt family now. But yeah, this was a solid event. I really enjoyed number 2. Number 3, the main event was Claudio Castagnoli versus Chuck Taylor. This was a really good match. And then you had Chris Hero versus Bobby Fish, which was another good match. Again, from this is how I met Bobby Fish before he was in Ring of Honor, because this was in 2010. Now, I don't remember if Bobby Fish was in Ring of Honor then, but I never noticed him. But I noticed him thanks to Evolve, so that's always good. Then you've got John Moxley versus Drake Younger. John Moxley, as everybody knows, is Dean Ambrose. Up in Smoke versus Airphone versus Team Beyond. That wasn't a bad match. Mercedes Martinez versus Brittany Savage for the US WSU title. I have to admit that was another good match. Mercedes Martinez has become quite the popular female wrestler in Shimmer and in Shine, you know. Then you've got Evolve 4, Bryan Danielson versus Bobby Fish. A great technical match, and to be honest with you, a really great and probably the best match so far of the ones I've seen. You know, going from 2 to 4. Bryan Danielson's great. Jim Jacobs versus Chuck Taylor's another good one. Joe Gargano versus Adam Cole. Adam Cole before he became the big Ring of Honor World Champion. But you could see he was coming to that now, you know. Rich Swann was another guy that I'd only just heard of from Evolve, and I love Rich Swann now. I love the way he goes, when I say Ricochet, you say bitch, Ricochet, bitch, Ricochet, bitch. I love that. I was saying that for days. Then we've got Evolve 5, Danielson versus Salwa, which is another great technical match. And I have to admit, I love when Bryan Danielson goes against Japanese wrestlers, because he's got that style, you know, he can really hang with them. A lot of people can't. Kyle O'Reilly versus Ricochet was another good match. Mercedes Martinez versus Amazing Cole wasn't so good. Sammy Campbell versus Drake Younger, Jim James versus Adam Cole, another great match. Chuck Taylor versus Mike Quackenbush was okay. I really liked this. Was a good event. The annoying thing with this event is they put all the way to the end where Bryan Danielson's saying he's going to WWE again, and they're about to play a song, you know, it's the final countdown. But no, just as it's about to come on, they cut it. And I'm like, why show the rest of it then? Why not just end it at the match? You know what I mean? Then we've got Austin Aries versus Chuck Taylor. To be honest with you, I haven't watched this event yet, so I can't really say much about it, but it's one of the only ones I haven't watched. This and number 7 are the two I haven't watched, to be honest. Then we've got Evolve 7, which is the other one I haven't watched. Austin Aries versus Jon Moxley. AR Fox versus Rich Swann. I'm sure that's a classic match. Joe Gargano versus John Davis. Tony Suicide, Young, Ribisco, and Larry Dallas. That's always good. Now we get back to all the ones I've watched again. We've got the Style Belt from Evolve 8. This was a great little tournament. I really enjoyed the tournament of this. I thought it was great, but I thought it was a bit silly because you got the hybrid, you got the super heavyweight, hard hitting, standing combat, power, Rich Swann style, which is a bit silly, high flying. But it was a great tournament overall, and I really enjoyed it. I really did. Gargano versus Taylor, probably one of the best matches I've seen from Evolve. Another one of the best matches I saw was Sami Callihan versus Dave Finlay, aka Fit Finlay. Those two matches really made this event special. Plus Kevin Steen comes on by, if I'm correct. Yeah, Kevin Steen pops by and basically bitches about Jim Cornette and the tax bill, which is really funny. It's a really, really funny bit with him. But I really like Evolve 9. So far there's only 19 out. Evolve 10. Joe Gargano versus Ricochet. I was hooked when I saw this match. I just couldn't stop watching it. It was like when Donna came in my watch, I was like, no, please wait, because I just couldn't keep my eyes off the TV. I was like, who's gonna win? What's gonna happen? Come on, Gargano! Come on, Gargano! Come on, Ricochet! You know, and that's what you want. You want wrestling to pull you in and care about the match. Then you got Sami Callihan versus Bobby Fish, which was okay. Where are you? Loki versus Atu, which was a squash match, to be honest. Which, you know, didn't really make any sense, really. But, you know, Loki's supposed to be indestructible. Then you had Evolve 11, Dave Finlay versus Sami Callihan again. And Dave Finlay, aka Fit Finlay, basically puts the beat down Sami Callihan. That's all the match really is. Awesome. You like seeing the Irish beat the fuck out of Americans. It's always good, you know. Then you got Loki versus El Generico, which was an alright match, but at the end he says to him, don't pretend you're something you're not, and all this, which is a load of rubbish, basically. Caleb Connolly versus Sam Page was fun. Joe Gargano versus Chuck Taylor versus Samuel Del Sol was another good match. So Evolve 12, AR Fox versus Sami Callihan in the Evolution's End match. This was quite a hardcore match. I enjoyed it a lot, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Ricochet versus El Generico was another great match. They don't let you down on the matches on these. Joe Gargano versus Chuck Taylor, another pretty decent match. Finlay versus John Davis was okay. Two big guys didn't work out. Loki versus Jigsaw was great. Except Loki basically tells him to stop being a luchador. And to be honest, he tried doing that with his mask off, and he sucked. So he needs to beat Stay Jigsaw, basically, you know. Otherwise, he's going to suck even more again. Axios versus Mike Cruz was another good match. So really, overall, this was really good in their pay-per-view. Then you got Evolve 13, Joe Gargano versus the Fatal 4-Way winner. And I think it was AR Fox, the Fatal 4-Way winner, if I remember correctly. If it was, then that was a good match, because I remember that match quite detailed. And AR Fox is always good talent. He's a great high flyer, works hard, it's great. Samuel Del Sol, who's now in WWE, Callis, I think his name is. He's always a hard worker. Sami Callihan versus El Generico was okay. Chuck Taylor versus Mike Cruz was pretty decent. Loki versus John Davis, yeah, it was alright. I ain't got much to say about that one. Then they made them these crappy cardboard sleeve ones. I hate how Ring of Honor, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and Evolve have done this. They're nice, but they're really easy to get tattered. So anyway, Evolve 14, El Generico versus Samuel Del Sol, the first match. What an amazing Lucha Libre match. I can't state that enough. I really enjoyed it. Reminded me of the days of Rey Mysterio and WCW with Billy Kidman, Juventud Guerrero, Super Crazy, Eddie Guerrero. You know, and so forth. It reminded me of that, except better, you know. Then you had the Fatal 4-Way Freestyle, Joe Gargano, Alex Wells, Lince Dorado, Tony Nese. And then you had Sarah Del Rey versus Santana in a Shine preview match, which was alright, but she squashed him, basically white Awesome Kong, basically. Yeah, we'd seen Awesome Kong before in Shimmer, but they wanted her in Shine. And I've got a Shine DVD, which I'm going to put in my female wrestling set. The Star Battle tournament was alright. It was very short, and there was only like 3 matches in there, I think, or 4 matches. I can't remember to be exact. But it was very disappointing. That's what I remember from it. It was very disappointing and very gutting. Chuck Taylor's Colt Cabana was alright. Vs. Jake Manning, yeah, it was okay. The same vs. Mike Cruz and Chase Hernandez was actually pretty decent considering. So yeah, that one was a good event. Evolve 15. Joe Gargano versus Chuck Taylor. This was a really good match. I really enjoyed this. Then you had El Generico versus Samuel Del Sol again. This was the next night after 14. And to be honest with you, Samuel Del Sol won the second one. And it was another good match. I really liked it. Jake Hernandez versus Colt Cabana, it was decent. The 603 star was pretty good. The Star Battle tournament continued. And that was really it, really. Oh, Tony Nese versus Mike Cruz was another decent match. I really like Evolve because you get really, really good matches, you know. It's really worth paying. Luckily, I got these all in a great offer on eBay. Well, not all of them. 4 all the way up to 17, I think it was. No, 18. Evolve 16. Star Battle Tournament Finals, Bo Fish versus John Davis. Pretty decent match. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was great. Chad Sarah Samuel Del Sol was another great match. Joe Gargano versus Tony Nese. It was interesting. It was fun. It was cool. I enjoyed it. John Silver and Alex Reynolds, Mike versus Mike Cruz and Chicken Landers. Not a bad match. Special challenge match. AR Folks and Lince Dorado. That was a good match. A really good match. The same versus Kenny Kendrick and Damian Angel. Don't even remember that. But yeah, it was another decent pay-per-view. Then 17 we had Generico versus Del Sol 3. This was the rubber match to basically see who was the better one. And it was another really, really, really good match. It's a shame they didn't have that many matches because they were excellent. Great match between AR Fox and Ricochet. Another classic in the making. Rich Run Superman Smash Brothers versus Gentleman's Club of Chad Taylor, Drew Gullo and Rich Cassidy. That wasn't bad. Bit silly, bit comedic, but it was alright. Open Finger Gate Championship match. Johnny Gargano versus John Davis. Alright. John Davis decimates him. Throws him through a table and everything, which is horrifying at the time. But great. And that would build basically a big feud through Dragon Gate, really. The DOF of Samurai Cam, Pinky Sanchez versus the scene of Scott Reed and Cade Crowley. Another decent match. Shine Showcase match. Christina Von Eerie versus Marty Bell was a bit meh. And Jigsaw versus Lince Dorado was good because there were 2 Lucha Libres. Evolve 18. Joe Gargano versus Sam Can. It was an alright match. I've never been a big fan of Sami Callihan's style. To be honest, all the personality. It's talented, but I've just never liked him that much. Cisco Brothers versus LJ Del Sol. Another fantastic match. Fatal 4-Way Freestyle. The winners of the following 4 matches will compete for another win. That was pretty good. Yeah, but that's basically it. And then we had the first ever Evolve Championship title on the line, and we had loads of matches. Basically, like there was 8 people in the tournament, and to be honest with you, it was a fairly decent. Tournament. The right person won in my view, AR Fox, and I thought he'd make a good champion. He was a champion for nearly a year, I think, before Chris Hero beat him at one of the pay-per-views, I think. But yeah, so yeah, basically Evolve is a quality independent promotion. It's a part of Dragon Gate USA. They're like teams from a guy called Gabe. I'm probably going to do a Dragon Gate USA video coming probably in the next couple of days with my Dragon Gate USA collection. I didn't put them together because I always count as 2 different independent things because they're not the same program, even though they're connected. It's like having Ring of Honor and FIP or Shimmer stuck in the same thing, you know, when they were all connected. But yeah. So thanks for watching this video. I'd highly recommend watching some Johnny Gargano stuff, or Chuck Taylor, or Rich Swann, AR Fox, you know, Samuel Del Sol, excellent athletes, great wrestling. Evolve is probably my favourite, well, not my favourite, but one of my favourite independent programs. I like watching it live on WWN Live. The only problem I have with them is that DVDs don't come out for a year. So you watch an event on live on WNN Live, and you have to wait a whole year before it comes out on DVD. I don't like that. Don't get me wrong, it's not a big deal, but I don't like it. Same with the Dragon Gate USA, they don't release them quick enough either. Unlike Ring of Honor, who releases it maybe a month later, the most. They just don't, which is a bit weird, really. But you know, bad business in a sense, but great company. I enjoy their work. I just hate the time it takes. Otherwise, I'd have the whole collection. I hate that #1 is out of print because I really want to buy it. It's probably, when I do get the chance, it's probably going to cost me a fortune. But you know, that's life. Anyway, thanks for watching. My next wrestling overview is probably going to be Shikara or Dreamwave. So we're going to find out in probably about 10-15 minutes what my next one's going to be. So take care. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.